And there we go. I'm gonna stop recording on the podcast now. Blah, 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 blah. Hit stop. Yes, I would like to save. That would be absolutely fantastic. Yes, I would like to save on you too. Just because you're the secondary broadcast machine doesn't mean you need to not save. Oh, good, it did. Okay. Oh, man. Let's see what else have I got in here. Oh, yeah, this track. I had so many, like, backing tracks that I was gonna play. Well, anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight, even though it was kind of weird, you know. But whatever. So, there's something I kind of want to do. I kind of want to show you guys the music video for the Nobody Beats the Drum track, because it's just so fucking weird, and I kind of want to play it on the air. Let me see. I'll just search it real quick and pull it up and load it up on the computer. I kind of feel like just, well, I mean, would you guys be okay with that if we just play this video and I just give some commentary on how fucking weird it is? Because I feel like doing that. Let's cancel that. Alright, cool. I got it loaded up. I got this. I got this shit.
You're listening.
And for some reason we're playing a jingle. Every once in a while this mixer does that. Yeah, see, and then I hit the same button and it doesn't do it. What the fuck, Logic? You know, for being a program called Logic, you are not very logical, I have to say. You fucking program. I need to figure out a way to filter out the MIDI note data that randomly leaks through. It's ever since I spilled a can of Pepsi into this controller, it just does this. But okay, so here, I'm gonna turn that off and bring this over. All right, so here we go. So this is this fucking video that just drives me nuts. And we're just gonna take a look at how weird this is. So here we go. Okay, so we got some weird shapes. A person typing on a computer and these little monkey things that are just dancing, you know, it's all good. For those of you watching the video feed, you get an experience. Apparently a person typing on the keyboard makes a snare drum. Weird clock thing. Okay, so this is what I don't understand. And like his brain opens up and then there's monkeys stabbing other monkeys' brains. Oh, look at that guy. He's all jiggly. Let it go. Okay, so then his face falls. Now he's a bush. Now he's a bush with pink eyes, and he looks sort of like the monkeys, but he's not. He's a bush, and now he's a bush riding a bicycle. I can't speak. And then for some reason he's at a strip club. And he's getting sweaty at the strip club. Like, what is even happening here? I don't even know. So there's some YouTube nudity for you right there. So already you guys are probably just like, what the fuck? Okay, now they're changing the color scheme of the animation. I have no idea what the fuck's going on here. There's boobs and monkeys and kaleidoscope women. What? And now he's sweating a lot and he's like trying to bike as fast as he can and then the bike falls apart. And now there's watermelons in the background. They're running, more watermelons. Let it go. And now he came back out of a river that he sunk into, and now he's a giant, and he's stomping on the ground to the beat. This is just totally makes sense, this whole music, but now he's eating birds, apparently. Now pineapples, there's just pineapples in the clouds, and watermelons. What the fuck? so there you go. That was Let It Go by Nobody Beats the Drum. It was very them. It was very typical. Of course, I should probably change the graphic to say that the show's over. Yeah. So that's Nobody Beats the Drum. Welcome to Nobody Beats the Drum videos. In fact, there's actually another one that I'm thinking of. And it involves cats and laser pointers, if that tells you anything. And, here we go. I'll load it up. I just got the URL for it. I'll just pop it into the player here. Alright, so here we go. We'll watch another one real quick. So, like I said, this one involves cats and laser pointers. And it's good music, so for those of you listening to the audio feed, you'll enjoy it.
This is a match.
This is like the Meow Mix After Dark theme. And there you go, a video by Nobody Beats the Drum. With cats and laser pointers. It's just, yeah. So there you go. Fun stuff. And it was really hot in this room. I probably should have taken the opportunity to mute the mic and turn on the air conditioner, but I didn't, because I was an idiot. Oh, man. In the meantime, I guess we could get some callers if we want to do that. It's up to you guys. I'm just kind of bored. This is not really an official show. It's just kind of weird. I feel bad for anybody who like tuned in for the first time and was just like, what? I can turn on the air conditioner, Sophos? Really? Alright, there you go. The air conditioner's on now. And, oh god, the air is moving in the room. Oh god. Oh god, yes. Oh, you don't even know what that feels like. It's just so hot in this room. What's up? You're live or some shit like that on the radio. How are you?
Hey, Paradox. I'm good.
Are you good?
Yep. I was just listening to the show with Rogue and other people while playing Cards Against Humanity.
Nice.
And what's interesting and kind of weird is that when you started, like, in the middle of the second music video, our game just, like, crashed and kicked all of us out of it. So we were just like, well, shit.
So just watch the music video, you know? That's exactly how it works.
And that second music video made me ashamed to be a cat.
Why did it make you ashamed to be a cat?
Because everyone will fucking think that I'll chase after a red dot like that.
Well, you will. I mean, it's not like you have any choice, you know?
I know, but it just makes me...
You know, you gotta save the world from the red fucking dot. I mean, what the fuck?
Anyways, it was good talking to you, Paradox, tonight.
Alright. Well, thanks for calling in, dude.
No problem.
Oh, God, we got another cat calling in. You guys are everywhere.
Oh God, yeah, we are.
What's up?
Okay, though. The show needs more cats.
It does?
Yeah, it needs more cats. Even though you had that video.
Did you watch the video? Did you like it?
Yeah. It reminded me of my people.
Anyway, so what's up, dude?
Not much. The show is very good, even though it wasn't the normal form.
Well, I'm glad that you liked it. But how did it sound on your Sonos? How did that whole thing work out? Oh, and we have a connection loss. Woo! Connections! Oh, yeah, Skype. Skype is doing its thing. Gotta love that. Oh, well. Maybe people can call in with a phone number instead. We'll see. We'll see. Might get the connection again. Alright, I'll drop him and I'll pick up a phone caller. What's up? You are live on some radio show on the internet. How can we help you? Is anybody there? I hear someone there. You gotta mute the show. Just listen to the phone.
Huh?
You gotta mute the show and just listen through the phone.
Yeah, I just did that.
Okay. So who's this? Shut yourself out. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California. Finally back. It's Echo.
Oh, okay. What's up, Deco? How are you doing? Did you enjoy the show?
Yes.
That's good.
The show.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. I got a Wally calling back in, so I'm gonna go back to his call because he got dropped. All right.
All right.
What happened, Wally? What happened?
I hope he's still listening. Vero's wonderful MacBook just crashed on me.
Oh.
Mid-call.
Well, we can all just blame Vero for that.
Yeah, let's blame Vero.
It's all Vero's fault.
Definitely.
Yeah. Hi, Vero. It's your fault.
So, yeah, that's the thing. Of course, all day it hasn't crashed, but as soon as I go on a Skype call.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So, yeah, that was just wonderful.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. How you doing otherwise?
Pretty good. Just, sitting around. Summer is super boring, but, coming up to New York in 2 weeks, but probably not going to make it to your area, unfortunately. But
well, I live in the real New York, not New York City. I live in the real New York State,
yeah,
which is mostly farmland, by the way. Most of New York State is farmland,
and
actually.
Nothing.
Yeah, most of New York State is just like there's like a couple cities that are like really populated, and then there's just nothing. And then there's New York City.
Yeah, you're in nowhere, New York.
Yes, effectively.
But interestingly enough, we found a long lost cousin who lives in Buffalo.
What do you mean? Oh, really?
Yeah, so we might have the opportunity to come to Buffalo, and if so, then you know what show I'll be on.
Oh, definitely not that.
It's with that fucking Paradox guy.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
He runs.
That Paradox guy. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, don't listen to that show.
So that's pretty cool. We don't know when that'll be happening, but we're hoping it does.
Yeah.
And like, because the problem is there's no reason to be in Buffalo other than to be on the shows or see you, you know? It's hard to, you know, justify.
It's hard to justify. Well, Niagara Falls. There's Niagara Falls, that shitty waterfall that like you go to and it's like, wow, that's so much water. And then like 20 minutes later, you're like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because I got lucky with New York City because, you know, it's New York City. You know, I can be like, oh, I want to go do tourist stuff, even though that's not really what I'm doing. So we finally have an excuse to go to Buffalo. So.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I'll see you at some point, though.
Yes, eventually.
So, I mean, just because all the people listening to the show are into music, we're into audio, techy stuff, give a review. What's your Sonos like? I mean, what do you think of it? I mean, what model do you have? I don't know anything about Sonoses, but I know a lot of people are getting into them, so what's up with it?
So I actually sold my JBLs that you've tried, though I think you tried the 308s. I sold those to RAR Jesse to actually buy the Sonos.
Okay.
I was actually looking to downsize while still keep some kind of quality. And, you know, when I was at Koji and Vero's place, I heard their Sonos Play 5, and, you know, I was just kind of sold then.
Really?
So I got my own on Amazon and, you know, set it all up and stuff. And really, even right out of the box, I was just blown away. Takes up like no space at all and goes louder than my monitors. I'd say that the mids are lacking a little bit compared to the JBLs.
Well, welcome to consumer audio systems, you know. What are you going to get?
I wasn't expecting reference level sound like I had with the JBLs. You know, I wasn't looking for that. But it's great that I can, you know, have friends over and stream all of their music into my room, and it fills my room very, very, very well.
That's pretty cool.
It sounds good, and I found out how to put the FurCast stream into it.
Oh, so yeah, our IceCast stream?
Too. Yeah, and the thing with Sonos is it's not Bluetooth.
That's good, because Bluetooth is re-encoded most of the time, so...
Exactly. It's lossless streaming through their own Sonos net, they call it.
That's really awesome.
So what I have is a little module that I plug Ethernet into, and it actually streams lossless audio to the Sonos device.
That's really cool. That sounds awesome.
None of the quality or interference problems that Bluetooth has. As much as
I could never probably get one of those things because I just can't do consumer stuff like that, I have to say it makes me very happy to hear that, though. I'm very happy to know that there is a solution like that works so well, that so many people like, that pays attention to that kind of stuff. That's really cool. That's really good to hear.
I actually chose it for that reason. I never was a fan of Bluetooth speakers or things like that, but then I saw the Sonos and I was just sold.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that you can get multiple speakers and put them throughout your house and sync it perfectly. Or I can get a second Sonos and, you know, create a stereo pair wirelessly. So everything's wireless and it syncs perfectly, and I can do different zones throughout my house if I wanted to. I could get one for my bathroom, just all kinds of cool stuff.
That's really, really cool. Yeah, I mean, we have indoor-outdoor speakers mounted under the eaves of of the back of our house, for the back deck. And I've been trying to get everyone else in the house, come on guys, let's hook that shit up. I've got an extra computer that I've got dedicated to be able to just play out audio. I've got one of those old ProLogic, Sony receivers from, a decade and a half ago.
You have stuff that would work.
Right, I have stuff that would just work. You could just hook it up and just, stack it up on a shelf somewhere and just run cables to it. And it's just oh yeah, we should definitely do that. And then it never happens. And it's there were so many cases where I would love to just sit out in the back deck on a real nice day with a cup of iced tea and just listen to some podcast or something, which is mostly what I do with those types of sound systems where they're all over the house. I love taking a shower and just listening to talk shows and stuff.
Exactly. My mom was well, why would you want a speaker in the bathroom? I'm well, why wouldn't I want a speaker in the bathroom?
Yeah, then you can relax, take a bath, listen to some stuff. It's that's the thing. I hate how, ever since like the baby boomer era all the way to like maybe the past like couple decades or so, entertainment was something you like sat down and did. Like you had to do the entertainment. You had to sit and watch TV. That was a function. Where fuck that. Nobody's interested in that anymore. It's much more fun to take in entertaining media and bring it into your life and just live with the media just there always. It's so much more interesting that way, I think.
Exactly, especially with music. Like almost all the time, no matter what I'm doing, I have something playing in the background very quietly, you know, just to give some room noise of some kind.
Not to mention that, like, all the furniture involved in entertainment has completely gone away, if you think about it. Like, for an example, how many people do you know that still have those cabinets where, you remember those, like, cabinets you'd see in the living room where, like, you'd put your TV in it and, like, the doors would close in front of the TV? Nobody wants those anymore, because now the TV is a piece of furniture.
Exactly.
And so it's like, it's just interesting how that stuff evolves. Like, people have to hide their technology, and now people want to show off their technology. I love it.
Yeah, nowadays, like, TVs are, like, the centerpiece of a room.
Well,
whereas before you were, like, you know, hiding it.
I was actually listening to an NPR special about this, about just furniture in particular, because there's a lot of like elderly people in a family, like, you know, the grandparents of the family, who, you know, are moving into a retirement home, or, you know, they pass away or whatever happens. And one of the things the family tries to go and do is they try to go into the house and they want to auction off all the stuff, and they need to get rid of the house because, you know, the person is 90 years old or whatever, they have dementia or, you know, whatever. Yep. And you can't sell any of the furniture anymore because nobody wants a dining room set. Nobody wants one of those TV shelf things. Nobody wants...
Even my family's been having that problem with my grandmother, who just recently moved to a retirement home.
Yeah, and it's also like, you know, especially for old people themselves who want to sell this stuff, it's very difficult for them to understand because something, you know, they paid $10,000 for is now worth almost nothing because culture's like evolved beyond ever needing it.
No, like we were trying to sell, you know, 2 really, really, really nice chairs, but they were like from the 70s, and, you know, they were like $500 chairs, and we ended up getting $100 for the pair.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, shit, nobody wants it, you know?
Yeah, huge CD collections.
I'm sure at $100, somebody was just like, yeah, we need some furniture, you know? They weren't thinking of like how nicely it was built or, you know, whatever company it came from or how well crafted it was. Nobody cares about that stuff anymore.
Yeah, effectively. It's just interesting to learn, and so it's cool to see, you know, consumer electronics companies take advantage of that.
Yeah, and as you know, I'm very into the consumer level of electronics.
Well, nothing wrong with that, as long as you know what you're talking about, which you do, so that's why I respect you for it.
Yeah, and I know that there is, you know, the professional level too. Some people can't separate the two.
Yeah, well...
You know, because my Bose speakers beat whatever the Anthrocon setup is.
Yeah, sure. But I did have to say, you know, of all the monitor speakers I tried, the JBLs were the ones I liked the most.
Yeah, I'd say that too. I went to Guitar Center and tried out basically everything they had in the price range. Mm-hmm. So...
Well, there you go.
I do miss them, but they were huge.
Well, you had the small ones too, didn't you? I
did. I can't even imagine having the 308s.
I don't know, man. The 308s weren't powerful enough for me.
Yeah, and I sold them to somebody who's going to use them. So Rar Jesse has them now, and, you know, at least I know they have a good home. I didn't sell them to some random person on eBay.
There you go. That's what matters, you know?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling in, dude. I don't know if any... actually... What? What the fuck? Wow, thanks for messing that up, I guess. So let's do this. Hi, Rar Jesse, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine, man. How are you?
I'm pretty good, and so I'm going to try to add a wallet in here. It actually, like... Let's see if I add to group call. Will that work? What's weird is when you called, it hung up on a Wally for some reason.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. This is a brand new installation. I haven't messed with any of the settings.
I got a bone to pick with that cat, so I thought we'd take it here.
Oh, okay. I see how that's working out. But yeah, like if I click add to group call, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, it won't let me add them.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just have to tell you. Lions are sleazeballs. I am one. All right, and he sold me these piece of shit speakers. No, I'm just kidding. No, these are as the benefactor of Waldy's discount prices. These things are boats, like you said.
Yeah,
but there's a reason they're fantastic.
Well, I'm glad you like him at least. Like he said, you know, it's a they're in a good home, so that's what matters.
Well, also, you know, you put that together with a FLAC stream, and it's quite a bit different than listening on your phone on earbuds.
Yeah, I will give you that. That's the funny part. I've seen diagrams like that where it's like, you know, the average music production studio, it's like thousands of dollars worth of equipment and like, $50,000 vintage, Neve console and, like a $10,000, tube preamp and like all this vintage gear that costs tens of thousands of dollars. And then MP3 99 cents, earbuds $12. And it's like,
it's the content, buddy.
It is, yeah.
But no, really good show. And also I'll say, hell, the last time I checked on one of the VLC streams, it wasn't handling RTMP very well. The FLAC stream actually works without stutter. Which
is funny because the FLAC stream takes more bandwidth.
Yeah.
It just goes to show it's a protocol problem,
Oh well. But anyway, fantastic show tonight. I have no problem with shorter shows because you put the same amount of effort into them.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, so I just wanted to call and say hi and bookend what Wally had talked about.
Okay. Well, cats.
Yes, meow.
Well, hugs to you, and we'll talk to you sometime soon.
Absolutely. Good show, man. See you guys.
Had a lot of good music from Mishka there. What's up? You are live on the air. How can I help you out?
Well, this is Deadbolt calling from Bossier City, Louisiana, and, well, I'm that one guy that keeps on requesting to have certain songs played, and I was wondering how you do that.
We don't really take requests in this show. It's too difficult because of the workflow in the studio and everything, but sometimes on FurCast I can. Every once in a while somebody will recommend something to me and it's like, oh my god, that'd be perfect, and I'll play it. But most of the time I don't have it, and even though you can provide me with a source, because the broadcast goes to hundreds of people, I can't necessarily trust that source. I try to make sure most of the music is like lost. Like I can't do YouTube or anything like that, really.
Oh. Yeah, because I recommended my whole entire YouTube playlist.
It's something I could definitely check out later if you want to email it to me and stuff.
Alright, yeah. And it's at, what is the email again?
You could just email paradox at xanacreations.com or paradox at fridaynightech.com. They all go to the same inbox.
Alright, sure thing. And another thing, well, over the summer, I kind of came out of the closet a bit with the whole sexuality thing.
Okay.
And, well, I'm 17 years old, still, this is my senior year of high school. I can't speak. And, well, I just came out this past summer, and they just kind of flipped their shit. They didn't know how to handle the fact that I was bi.
Who flipped their shit?
My parents.
Really? Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
Parents got really confused, like, "Whoa, kid, you've always liked girls," but I've been.
You've always liked boobs. What are you talking about? It's like, wow, yeah, no, you don't know me at all.
Yeah, and they already hate the fact that I'm a fur, and they think that the whole entire fandom is about sex and everything like that.
So what if it was?
I know, right?
That's the thing. So what if it was?
But you got Trekkies that are getting off to alien chicks with 3 tits, so...
Yeah, good for them. That sounds fun. But, well, yeah, that sucks, man. I feel bad you have to deal with that. I wish I had, like, you know, some kind of suggestion or something, but, I mean, sometimes you just let it pass and they'll be fine with it after a while, you know?
Alright.
But...
Well... Alright, well... I gotta go to bed. It's late.
Okay.
Alright, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, well, thanks for calling in, dude.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Alright, last caller of the night. What's up? You're live on, some radio show on the internet.
Hey, Paradox, it's, Oh, give me a second.
You gotta mute the stream.
Yeah.
What's
it
up?
was louder than I thought. Yeah, it's Summer from, Medina. I was listening today, and I just had this idea off the top of my head. I wanted to ask you, so I'm taking a programming class in high school. Did half of it last year, doing another half this year. Would it be all right with you if I made a Windows 8 store app that tuned into the show?
You're welcome to do that, although it'll be unaffiliated with us and everything, but,
No,
I mean...
I know that. I just didn't want to do that.
Yeah, dude, everything we do is public domain, so you're welcome to do whatever you want to with whatever comes out of our studio.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, you could just do whatever you want if you want to make a, you know... I mean, I'd recommend, you know, say in the app, like, hey, you know, I'm just a fan, this is unaffiliated, that would be cool, but
Yeah,
even if you didn't, I'm not going to do anything about it.
Well, the apps normally have an about section by default, and that's where that would go.
Okay. Well, then there you go. And my mic is, the shock mount on my mic is failing miserably tonight. But, alright, cool, well, yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about or mention before we move on?
No, not really.
Okay. Alright, well, thanks for calling in, okay?
We'll talk to you on TeamSpeak later.
This is actually a hardstyle track slowed way the fuck down in the background. This was sent to me by a fan who was actually asking me how the studio worked and also was talking to me about audio mastering. And they sent this to me as an attachment on an email. And I don't think they'd mind me playing this. At least I hope not. But it's just pretty damn cool. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. I guess we should probably end the show for the evening. Trying to think if there's anything to end on. But, Saucy Fox end on Horse Dick. Yeah, we can do that. Since everybody likes that. We can do it. We can have a little bit of that. I don't have the one that loops anymore because it was a different preset, but, you know. Anyway, so... Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's pretty much the end of it. I can't think of anything else to do tonight, and, well, actually, I do have a bunch of stuff that I want to do. I want to hang out with a couple local or Denton, at least, and go out to eat, maybe drive to his place, maybe he'll drive, I don't know, we'll figure something out. But, yeah. So thank you guys for joining the Weird Show. It was fun. And if anybody ever has any, like, technical questions about how the studio's set up, I really, really love talking about it. So, in fact, you should probably be careful, because I won't shut up. But I love getting emails from people that are like, how do you do this? And it's like, well, I do it this way. And then I write like 15 paragraphs. Literally, I've had people like email me like a sentence or two and I'll reply with like a 20 paragraph email. I kind of actually feel bad for that because, you know, I don't want to like scare people away or like freak people out or anything. But whatever. That fucking graphic. But yeah, so I've been your host of this Cheating Paradox, the Wolf, and I'll talk to some of you on TeamSpeak. I'll talk to some of you on Twitter. I'll talk to some of you in the chat room tomorrow night, and I will see you all for FurCast tomorrow evening. Good night.